Welcome to Lesson 1, Introduction to Sectional Charts. Sectional charts are one of the most important tools for drone pilots, providing detailed information about airspace, terrain, obstructions, and key flight considerations. Whether you're planning a flight near an airport, avoiding restricted airspace, or ensuring compliance with FAA regulations, knowing how to read sectional charts is an essential skill for safe and legal drone operations. A sectional chart is a type of aeronautical chart designed for visual flight rules (VFR) navigation. These charts provide a top-down view of the terrain, marking various airspace classes, airports, navigation aids, towers, and obstructions. They're published by the FAA and updated every 56 days to ensure accuracy. Sectional charts are used by almost all aviation professionals, acting as a map for identifying airspace boundaries, communication standards, and potential hazards. For manned aircraft pilots, sectional charts help navigate the National Airspace System, NAS. For drone pilots, they serve an equally important role, identifying controlled and uncontrolled airspace, recognizing altitude limits, and determining if FAA authorization is required. For example, if a drone pilot wants to operate near Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, PHX, checking the sectional chart would reveal that Class B airspace surrounds the airport, meaning FAA authorization is required before flying in that area. On the other hand, flying near Sedona Airport, SEZ, might be easier since it is located in Class G airspace up to 700 feet AGL, meaning no prior authorization is needed unless flying higher. Reading sectional charts and understanding their symbols is a major part of the Part 1 07 knowledge test. Many of the questions will require you to interpret airspace classifications, identify landmarks, and recognize flight restrictions. When you take the test, you will be provided with a copy of the Airman Knowledge Testing Supplement book, which includes sectional charts, common map symbols, and the chart legend. Although you don't need to memorize every symbol, being familiar with how sectional charts work will save time and prevent confusion during the test. If you're not comfortable navigating the charts, you may struggle to answer airspace-related questions efficiently. Mastering sectional charts is critical to passing the Part 107 exam and becoming a knowledgeable drone pilot. Each sectional chart contains a legend that explains the symbols, colors, and lines used to depict airports, airspace classifications, terrain elevations, and obstructions. Understanding this legend is crucial for correctly interpreting the chart. Airports are represented with blue or magenta symbols, blue for towered airports, magenta for non-towered airports. Airspace classifications are marked with different line styles. Solid blue lines for Class B airspace. Solid magenta lines for Class C airspace. Dashed blue lines for Class D airspace. Dashed or shaded magenta lines for Class E airspace, and in some cases also represented by a blue shaded line. Obstructions, such as towers and antennas, are indicated by symbols with altitude markings in above ground level, AGL, in mean sea level, MSL. Drone pilots can access sectional charts through several resources. The FAA's website, apps like SkyVector, ForeFlight, and VFR Map, and tools like Lance, low altitude authorization and notification capability, provide digital sectional charts that help pilots plan flights safely. Here are some key takeaways from Lesson 1. Sectional charts are essential tools for drone pilots to understand airspace, terrain, and obstacles. They provide critical information on airspace classifications, airport locations, and altitude restrictions. Learning to interpret sectional charts helps drone pilots operate safely and comply with FAA regulations. Sectional charts are a major part of the Part 1 07 knowledge test, and pilots must be familiar with them to pass. Online resources like SkyVector and FAA websites provide access to digital sectional charts for flight planning. In the next lesson, we'll take a closer look at the sectional chart legend, which serves as the key to decoding all the symbols and markings on these charts. Let's continue.